very good afternoon from here in the centre of Gibraltar. This evening we're going to take a stroll around Gibraltar. A very good morning from here in Gibraltar. A very good morning guys from here in Casemate Square. So guys, a very good morning from me here in the centre of Gibraltar, and today we're walking up Crutchett's ramp. And what we're doing today is we're going somewhere we've never been before on the channel. Today we're heading to a place that's locally known as the Jungle. Its official name is the Northern Defences. So it's a lovely Sunday morning. It's not so hot yet, although it is going to reach the 30s today. It should be about 30 degrees in the sun. Right now in the shade it's about 22 degrees. There's a lovely breeze. And yeah, let's go for a lovely Sunday walk and explore the jungle. Come on guys. So to head to the jungle you need to head up to Crutchett's ramp, otherwise known locally as La Calera. La Calera is the Spanish word for kiln, so there must have been a kiln at the top of this ramp. So yeah, this is where you need to go. It's actually quite a simple walk, it's quite easy to follow. We're going to head up these stairs now, and there's also some beautiful views. If you look on the left hand side of these stairs you can see Ocean Village in the distance, but yeah, just remember there are steps. Now the truth is the jungle is pretty famously hard to find, and I think I've seen the entrance to it before, but I'm not 100%. I tried to find some information online, and well, it's pretty difficult to see exactly where you need to go, so I'm just really winging it at the moment. I refuse to open Google Maps. I'm not going to give in. I know where I'm going. I've lived here for years. I know what I'm doing, but yeah, so I think we have to cut through the old estate and then we should find an entrance. But yeah, I hope this is the last staircase we're going to walk up guys, but come on, let's keep exploring. So we can see the view down. We've already covered some distance, and this is a road or a pathway I've never been on before, and I love how the houses are built above the path, and you have to go on the path, you have to go underneath the houses, and there's people living above your head there, so pretty cool. Never seen this before, and in fact let's take a closer look at this. Look, that's someone's house up there, but there's a path that cuts straight through it, taking you up to the top of the rock. It's only in Gibraltar you're going to see these ingenious structures, and yeah, definitely something I didn't expect to see on this beautiful Sunday morning, Sunday the 16th of June. So yeah, definitely enjoying this. Now this is a road I've never walked up before, and this is another part of town that I have never visited. And wow, the great thing about starting this channel and doing this channel was it took me to more places I haven't visited. Now Gibraltar isn't very big, it's only what, 1 or 2 miles across. I think 2 miles across and 1 mile the other way, if you know what I mean. So not a very big place, but yeah, you can take a street turning and just find a place that you never knew existed. And this is something that I absolutely love about the channel, doing this project, and of course living here as well. But come on guys, I still can't find any signs, but let's see if we can find this place. So when you get to the top of this ramp here, you are greeted by a few abandoned buildings. Now abandoned buildings seem to be a trend on YouTube, so let's stick the camera in one of the windows. There's a few windows that have been broken, and maybe we can see furniture there, empty fag packets. We've also got beer cans in there, so yeah. There's also a sign saying it's very dangerous. Bloody hell, this video almost turned into an abandoned buildings video. Did you see that? I didn't go in there obviously, but I could stick the camera right in there and you could see there were signs of life, or maybe degenerate life. But yeah, bloody hell, I didn't know that existed here in Gibraltar, and I don't know, maybe one day we'll do an abandoned building video, maybe not on my own. If there's another YouTuber local out here watching it wants to do it with me, then shout me up in the emails. But yeah, bloody hell, come on guys, I think we're almost at the entrance, or there's something that looks like the entrance. I hope so, because it's a long way up and I don't fancy going all the way to the top of the rock. But come on guys, we're still exploring, at least we're going to find something different. So just by the abandoned buildings, apartments, there is an entrance, and we stumble across what looks like a defence. Could this be the way we need to go? Well, we've stumbled across something here. I don't know what exactly. Obviously a defence of some sort. Let's have a little look around. I don't know if this, I hope this is the entrance to the jungle or it leads into the jungle. I hope there isn't many more steps to climb, but come on guys, let's check this out while we're here and we'll find out the name as well, and we'll see if we can find out a little bit of information on what we've found. I've never been here before. It's a first for me, it's a channel first, so come on. So this little installation here is called Puerta de Granada, or the Gate of Granada. So it's a defence here in the rock. We're going to go and take a look at the little cage looking things. They look like little prisons. I don't think they are prisons. Maybe they were prisons. Let's find out, and hopefully there'll be a more useful placard there that's going to give us a bit more information rather than images. Come on. So let's have a little look about this complex. Now, sorry for the shaky camera, but I am walking on gravel, and even with a gimbal the thing's gonna shake, so just bear with me. But look at that. I wonder what that cylinder tube was used for before, back in the day. Was that an air raid shelter? Were these jails? Who knows? I know the jail was in the Moorish castle not too far away from here. Wow, what a little viewpoint we found here. It's absolutely fantastic. Beautiful for a photo opportunity, and just gives the most beautiful panoramic views here of Gibraltar. I never knew this existed here, and it just shows, just go off the beaten track, just take a local road, don't follow the tourist traps, don't follow the tourist hikes, don't go off the beaten track, and you're going to find more authentic, more local and more real things. But come on guys, let's find our way into this jungle now as the sun is starting to get a bit warm. Come on. So let's make our way over this rocky terrain here, and you can definitely tell these installations are old. It's a shame there's no placard telling us exactly what this is. There was that little placard we saw earlier, but not really too much information. Obviously they are defences, and they would have been built around the 17 or 1800s, but apart from that I don't have too much information to give you. But what I see is a little path down there. We've got this ruin as well. Maybe this is the kiln, who knows. So this morning we've achieved something new, something that I'm actually really proud of. We have found the very hidden jungle here in Gibraltar. This is the start of the northern defences, and this is the start of Gibraltar's jungle. So let's go check it out guys. It's the first time I've ever been here before. I think you can tell I'm actually quite excited to go and explore this place. It's a beautiful time of year to do this. It's a beautiful time of day. I think it's only about 9 o'clock in the morning now, and yeah, let's go and check the jungle out. Come on guys. So now there's a lot of animals and nature that can be found in Gibraltar and in this part of Gibraltar here in the jungle, but one animal that really sticks out, that has a really strong colony here, is the horseshoe whip snake. This place is absolutely infested with snakes, so we'll keep our eyes open. It's the perfect time of day. The sun is just starting to hit the stone and the rocks here, and the rocks here is exactly where you'll find this snake living. They come out of the rocks just to bask, so we'll keep our eyes open. Although snakes are very famous in not being very good in not being seen, you know, they're good at camouflage. So yeah, I don't hold up too many high hopes in seeing this snake, but yeah, this is probably the best place in Gibraltar to see him if you're going to go and see him. So keep your eyes open for the snakes, and let's continue our exploration of the jungle. Come on guys. So I can see why they call it the jungle. It is quite green, and there are various trees. Now what I was saying about the snake, if you're going to find him, you're going to find him in a hole very similar to this. A trick, although it's illegal to do it guys, so I don't advise you do, is if you stick in one of those holes, if there's a snake in there, it'll definitely spring out. But as I say, there's a funnel web spider's web, and yeah, lots of nature here in the jungle, and hopefully we'll be able to see some interesting animals on this beautiful Sunday morning walk as the temperature heats up here. Got to be careful, there are a few bricks in the wall, so you don't want to be leaning over and fall over the rock. What a fantastic view, guys, and what an amazing place here we have found. The Northern Defences, otherwise known as the jungle. We can hear a plane just arriving here. I think this is the Gatwick one. And there's one just over there from Manchester. So there's either the Manchester or the Gatwick. I'll double check it and let you know in the comments. But if anyone watching this video was on that flight today, shout out to you guys. But yeah, let's keep exploring. I just can't get over that for all these years I've lived in Gibraltar and I've never ever explored this place. It's actually a little fairy tale, so definitely on the recommendations list. But come on guys, let's explore more of the jungle. So a quick check on the website, and that is actually the Manchester flight arriving. The Bristol flight's already there at the terminal. Now we've stumbled across another building here, installation. Let's stick our head inside. It's definitely abandoned. Although I've got to say, I'm getting a bit of a eerie feeling about this one. No, I'm not someone who gets spooked quite easily, but going into that little defence room, whatever that used to be, that did give me the creeps a little bit. I definitely felt like I wasn't the only one in there. But anyway, let's carry on. It's more of a beautiful Sunday walk. Let's not go freaking ourselves out by looking at random... Oh, what's this? Alright, let's have a look. This might have been a... I don't know, looks like a church or something. I don't know, old house. What do we think of this, guys? Well, whatever it is, there's not much left of it, but what we can see is some new picnic benches that have been installed here, so maybe a great place to come and have a picnic, guys, if you like the outdoors. And look at that, now that's why they call it the jungle. Very beautiful trees here as we make our way through. I can see a tunnel. Now the question is, do we go through the tunnel? Looks a bit suspicious, and I haven't got any lighting. I haven't got, well, I've got the torch on my phone, I guess. I haven't got all my equipment. I haven't got my man bag today, so I haven't got the big head torch, so I don't know if it's going to be worth it. Nothing ever good really happens in tunnels. Tunnels are not famously safe havens for people. A lot of disasters, a lot of things happen in tunnels. Are we going to do this? Of course we're going to do this. Come on, let's go in the tunnel. Let's see where this leads out. Oh yes, we're doing it. Let's make our way through the tunnel. And I guess at this point I've got to remember to take my sunglasses off, because that got scary very, very quickly. And there's a lot of rocks on the ground which you could trip over. So there we are, guys. We made it through the hour tunnel. We made it out through the other side alive. And well, we just come across another interesting, unexplored part of the rock. Now, this video is only supposed to be a short 10-minute one, but it's going on. I think it could be much longer, just because there's so many interesting things to explore up here. I can't believe. 3 years living in Gibraltar, another 4 years living in the area. I'd say 7 years in total I've been around this way, and I've never done this before. Now, I know the local government have fixed this place up, and it used to be a ruin when I first arrived here, so there are works going on, and there's works ongoing to make this place better and to make it more accessible to tourists. I can see a massive gecko on that wall. I'll see if I can creep up to it. But yeah, absolutely fantastic place to visit. But come on, let's keep exploring. So this is a very large Moorish gecko. They are quite common here and across the Mediterranean, but this is a particularly large gecko. So yeah, very nice to see them, although we haven't seen any of the snakes yet. But when these reptiles do hear you coming, they scurry out of the way very quickly. It's just with every twist and turn there is something new to see here in the jungle. And it goes on for miles. Now, my perception in my head, it was only going to be a very small area that we were going to discover with a couple of trees. But the Northern Defences, well, they definitely defend the whole of the north of the rock. I feel like we're going around the north face. So I don't know how far this is going to lead us out, but we're definitely way past the Moorish castle if you know Gibraltar's geography. But yeah, absolutely beautiful trail to explore, and it's not a part of the Gibraltar Nature Reserve, so this is actually a free trail around the rock. You don't have to pay for this if you're a tourist. You normally have to pay an admissions price to go up the rock and go and see everything, but this trail here takes you around the rock, but it's completely free, guys, so just remember that. But yeah, let's press on, and this is absolutely beautiful. What an enchanting walk. So I don't know what we actually have here. It's like a trench looking installation. It's very skinny. Maybe it could be, well, this is the northern defences, so I guess this is a part of the defence line. Now it's probably seen some action. You can see it is falling apart, so maybe a little bit of restoration wouldn't go amiss here. But we can see this used to be the spy holes where you'd spy on the enemy, I guess. I was just trying to figure out what this was, or what this used to be. And it's a lookout post. You look out there and there's little slits. You can stick your gun through there and you can see all across into Spain. So it's good to see that we've still got these defences in place if they're ever needed. Hopefully not though, guys. But yeah, more interesting things here we are finding in the jungle. So we have another installation here. Let's take a closer look. The Prince's magazine. I think that's where they kept the ammo, although I'm not too sure. But yeah, all the same, it's still intact, and we see a little building here. Is the door open? Come on, I'm going to approach slowly in case people are sleeping rough inside. I don't want to spook anyone. It is morning still, but yes, we can see this is some sort of building that has been heavily graffitied on. And I guess someone had to do something with the place, as no one else seems to be taking care of it. But yeah, let's just go through this building. This really is like an abandoned building, guys. This is definitely abandoned anyway. What the use of this building was, I have no idea, but we can stick our heads out. And you've got the little windows there, and yeah, makes a shelter. Make a really good hostel or bar or something. Why are these buildings just sitting here rotting away? Why are we not making use of these buildings, you know? I mean, I understand as well there is a lot of nature and we really shouldn't disturb the nature, but just to let these buildings fall apart seems like a bit of a crime. We can see where Gibraltar's traffic cones are stored here as well. So what did I say? I said it wouldn't turn into an abandoned buildings video, but it seems like it has in a way. There's so many abandoned buildings up here to explore, so if you're someone who goes away and you want to see that sort of thing, then yeah, it's definitely a place for you to visit here in Gibraltar if you want to see the old abandoned buildings. But what I've just noticed ahead of me, and I'm going to be a bit quiet now, is Gibraltar's national bird, the Barbary partridge. So come on guys, let me see if I can get some good shots of him. It's quite elusive, quite rare to see. They're only found up in the rock, and it's the only place in Europe that you can see the Barbary partridge. It only exists here in Gibraltar. So come on, let's take a closer look. So we can see this. This is the Barbary partridge. This partridge is normally only found in North Africa, but we have a very small amount of these birds. They are our native birds and they are our national bird. Very beautiful to see, but very tasty birds as well if you've ever tried partridge. So yeah, I'm in two minds about that one, but beautiful to see in the wild. As we take a look, let's see what's up this ramp. I bet we're going to get a lovely view here. As we stick our head over, we can see the airport, we can see La Linea, Spain in the distance there. And the distance is so close to Spain, only about 2 kilometres. But let's make our way through this, not tunnel, but structure I should say. There's a lot of piled up rocks here. And I found someone left a rubber duck there. I don't know if that's got any meaning or significance, but there we are guys. That's your rubber duck. Still there. But let's have a little look up here as well. I'm enjoying just being a young boy climbing up rocks and that. Quite fun. There's just so much to explore on your doorstep, and I don't think many people go out in their local area to see what there is to find and to do, but I'm absolutely blown away. I never knew this place was just so complex, and yeah, it's so beautiful to see. Now I think we're in a part that the government hasn't managed to reach to develop yet, and you know, it would be nice to know what all these buildings are. There are no signs. There's the old painted signs from back in the day when they're actually in use, but you know, with the weather and erosion, those signs just peel away and erode away, so we can't actually tell exactly what these buildings are, but nevertheless it does feel like an absolute adventure going around, and the views behind me as well is fantastic. I got the planes wrong before, and that was actually the Gatwick just landing in now. So that's 3 flights arrived this morning, the first one from Bristol, the second from Manchester, the third being from London Gatwick, my hometown London. So yeah, if you lucky people are coming to Gibraltar, well, you're really in for a treat, and the weather's going to be like this all summer, guys, but this is particularly my favourite month to come out and explore. But come on, guys, I still think there's more things to see here in the jungle. So we're expecting 30 degrees today here in Gibraltar in the height of the day, and you can see that sun is looking strong already. Here's another little building or something. I'm not going to go too close to it just because I don't think, oh no, maybe there's a way through there, but maybe that might be pushing my exploration boundaries to the limit there. So we'll have a look around anyway. We've got some of these installations here. You can see a path going down. Now where that leads I do not know, but let's make our way through here in what looks like a really decayed tunnel, so let's hope it don't collapse on me. But I'll save the view and give you a view of the rock for now. What I want to do is make our way through this tunnel again and do this view some justice. So look at that, guys, and what we can see there is the airport and that flight waiting to leave, go back to Manchester, and we've got the beautiful rock there. We've come all the way round the north of the rock, as we can see that flight leaving. Those are the unlucky ones. Those are the ones that are going back to the rain and the cloud. What I hear, the United Kingdom hasn't got the best weather at the moment. So yeah, sorry about that, guys, but as I say, 30 degrees we're expecting today. It is a beautiful weekend, and it is a bank holiday weekend here in Gibraltar. I don't think it is in the UK, but in Gibraltar we are celebrating the bank holiday of the King's birthday. So everyone's off work Monday as well. So a touch for most people here and a reason to get out and enjoy Gibraltar today. But yeah, let's make our way through, and hopefully this is the last dodgy installation, abandoned building, or maybe someone's house we discover here. And wow, look at all this. This is pretty sad. Look at all this rubbish here, you know. No one's taking care of this, no one's watching this, you know, no one's patrolling this. It's just, look at those beautiful views as well. You stick the camera out there and you can see all the way to the Costa del Sol. But let's make our way through this really narrow pathway here. Now, with all these abandoned and ruined buildings here around the rock, scattered around the rock, I can't help thinking to myself, we could probably solve Gibraltar's housing crisis. Well, maybe not, but maybe some of these places could be turned into something. I don't know, maybe youth hostels even. They offer beautiful views. I mean, most of these installations here are obviously defensive, so they're looking out to the rock to protect the rock from invaders. But with those views, you get such good views because of course they are on the highest point and they've got the best angles. So yeah, maybe something to think about. Now, do I walk up here? God, just a little walk. This was only supposed to be a little hour and a half, coming out, do a little video, come back, edit it. It's turned into an all-day thing now. I think it's gone midday. I think we're in the afternoon. We set off about 9 o'clock this morning, so yeah, let's head up to here. I don't think we'll be able to get anywhere, but let's give it a try. Come on, guys. So we're doing it. We're going to walk up these steps. As we make our way closer and closer, I start to think, look at all these rocks on the floor. Maybe that's a sign of danger. So guys, sometimes I think you have to just play it sensible. I'm almost at the top and I really want to reach the top to see what the defence is, but as I look on the steps up here, it's just covered in broken rocks. Now, one really big risk of walking around the rock is rockfall. It has killed people here before, and I just don't know how sturdy this path is. So as much as I've only got about 40 or 50 metres to go till we get to that weird cave looking thing, I think I'm going to have to side on safety. I've got no hard hat, just a Hugo Boss hat, so that's not going to protect me. The rocks would just go straight through my skull if anything happens. So I think I'm going to have to be wise in this one and just turn back and head back down the steps we came. But come on, guys. So let's make our way down, and I really wouldn't recommend this if you suffer from vertigo as well. You've got to have pretty solid legs and feet as it's steep. So guys, I think it's time to wrap up our exploration of the jungle, otherwise known as the Northern Defences here in Gibraltar. And if this wasn't on your radar, well, I hope it is now, guys. I hope you join me in saying it is such a beautiful place that we've discovered here today. But now I just want to say something seriously. Now, I don't normally flip it seriously, but as we know, I'm sure a lot of people have been watching the news about all these tourists that are going out in the Mediterranean going for hikes and are dying. The most famous one was that television doctor that I'm sure we've all heard about worldwide, who was on an island in Greece, went out for a walk 2 hours and died of heat exhaustion. That is definitely something you've got to take care of, especially when you're here in this part of the world, guys. So if you're going to do any walk like this, now this walk, it wasn't too difficult, but it was difficult enough that if you weren't able to walk well, that it'll be quite difficult. So make sure you do your planning, make sure you're able to actually do the walk or do the hike. Make sure that it's not too unsuitable for you, especially if you find it difficult of walking. But yeah, remember that, always carry your water and always have your mobile phone, guys. I mean, you spend half your life going through TikTok looking at rubbish on it, so keep your phone on you, and it may actually save your life when you actually need it, guys. So yeah, just my top tips: water, mobile phone when you're coming walking around Gibraltar and the nature. But from me here in the jungle, thank you for watching as always, and I'll see you all on the next adventure.